Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to explain a very small poem entitled The Fieldmouse. This poem is written by Cecil Frances Alexander. She was an Anglo-Irish hymn writer and a poet. Hymn means a religious song or poem in praise of God. She was born in 1818 and died in 1895. Amongst all her beautiful works, she wrote All Things Bright and Beautiful, and There is a Green Hill Far Away. The theme of the poem is to suggest how important freedom is for all living beings. The poetess conveys a message through a small mouse, how a living being can keep himself safe by not harming others, by not interrupting others. The poetess gives well-deserved respect to the farmer, and she suggests the mouse not to harm the grains that is staked by the farmer with great pain and his hard work. In this way, a message has been conveyed by the poetess through the character of the mouse not to disturb anybody else, to keep himself safe in our life. Let us study the poem stanza wise. In the first stanza, the poetess gives the description of the rat, of the mouse, and his living place. Where the acorn tumbles down, where the ash tree sheds its berry, with your fur so soft and brown, with your eyes so round and merry, scarcely moving the long grass, Fieldmouse, I can see you pass. The poetess says acorn means the fruit of oak tree, and tumbles means falling down. The place where the fruit of oak tree fall down, and the berries of said ash tree fall down. At that particular place, it is the home of the mouse, and the mouse has soft furs and it is brown in color, and its eyes are round, and he seems to be happy. Long grass can be seen around that tree that has been mentioned in the present stanza, and through that long grass the mouse is scarcely, means rarely, means seldom seen by the poetess moving, and this is the place where the mouse lives. We are shown here the place of the mouse and how the color and how the body structure of the mouse is shown in this present poem. In the second stanza, the poetess says, Little thing, in what dark den lie you all the winter sleeping, till warm weather comes again, then once more I see you peeping round about the tall tree roots, nibbling at their fallen fruits. In this stanza, the poetess says that little thing means that small mouse is seen in the dark den. Den actually is the place where a lion lives, but here a dark den means there is the darkness and we can see the serps in the den also. So the same type of atmosphere can be seen in the hole of a rat, and the mouse keeps lying in the hole and keep resting and sleeping when it is winter season, and it comes out when the weather, warm weather, means the season of spring comes again, and she can see the rat again peeping round the tall tree roots, where the roots of that tall tree are, and she can see the rat nibbling, means eating the fallen fruits there. In this stanza, I also want to clarify the difference between the figure of speech, alliteration and assonance. Literary device means as we use alankar in Hindi, in the same way these literary devices are used in English also. when we find the repetition of a consonant sound in the beginning of the consecutive words in a line, that is called alliteration. And when we see the repetition of a vowel sound in the beginning, middle or end of the word, that is called an assonance. And when the repetition of a consonant sound in the beginning, middle and end, that is called consonance. So in this present stanza you can see warm weather, W sound is repeated, so it is alliteration. And in the line, then once more I see you peeping, in then is there, in once is there at the end, more is there, see E is there, and peeping is there. So the repetition of vowel E is shown again and again, so here it is assonance literary device in this present line. In the third stanza, the poetess says, Fieldmouse, Fieldmouse, do not go where the farmer stakes his treasure, find the nut that falls below, eat the acorn at your pleasure, but you must not steal the grain he has staked with so much pain. In this stanza, the poetess gives a suggestion to the mouse not to enter in the cornfield of the farmer at the place where he has treasured, where he has collected his grains by working hard after so much hard work and pain he has shown in collecting that grain. She is suggesting not to harm the farmer because he works so much hard and he takes so much pain in growing and cultivating the land and in getting that crop. And she is suggesting to be at the place and to eat the nut that falls below and round that tree, and she just wants the small rat to eat the acorn, means fruit of that oak tree, at his pleasure, means as much as he can, but not to steal the grain from the stake of the farmer that has been done by the farmer with great pain and hard. In last but not the least stanza, the poetess says, make your hole where mosses spring, underneath the tall oak's shadow, pretty quite harmless thing, play about the sunny meadow, keep away from corn and house, none will harm you, little mouse. In the present stanza, the poetess again suggests the small mouse to make its hole under the oak tree's shadow, under the oak trees, where he can find the shadow, thick shadow of that oak tree, and where he can find mosses. Mosses means weeds that flourishes, that develop actually in that particular season of spring, and underneath that tall oak shadow he can live happily. Pretty quite harmless thing. Pretty means the mouse, according to the poetess, is quite beautiful, pretty and quite harmless thing. That means the rat, the mouse is such a quiet, that means keeps calm and harmless thing, play about the sunny meadows. She suggests to the mouse to play in the sun near the meadows and to go around the house, round its house, means round the tree again and again. But she again warns the mouse and to not to go near the corn and house of the farmer, and keep away from that corn that has been staked by the farmer with much pain and hard work. And she suggests him again to go away from the house of the farmer. In this way, if he will keep himself away, nobody will be able to harm him and nobody will kill him. In this way, everybody will be happy and contented with their life. In this way, the poetess has given a unique message to live and let live to all the human beings and all the living beings, not to disturb the life of others. And again I want to tell you, dear students, the difference between alliteration and assonance. Alliteration, the figure of speech, is used in such a situation where we can find the repetition of a consonant sound in the beginning of consecutive words in a given line, and assonance means the repetition of a vowel sound. It can be either in the beginning, in the middle, or in the end of a particular word. We can see the use of assonance in the present poem. We can see the repetition of O in from and cone and house in this way. I hope the difference between alliteration, consonant and assonance is quite clear to all the students. Keep learning beta, and keep watching my channel, and do subscribe it. Thank you very much for watching the video.